Well, so hey everyone, we're here to talk a little bit about Zip Sauce, one of our master sponsors, actually a platinum sponsor. Zip Sauce has been around for a very, very, very long time. It's been
the product or the term?
Both, I guess. Well, not the bottled product, no.
Okay.
But so the Zip Sauce has been around for a very long time. It's been in
it's a Detroit thing, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it was started at Lully's, I think, back in the day, and then Larco's adopted it and pushed it pretty hard. And then I guess Michael Asaki came up with the idea to patent and buy it and bottle it.
Sure.
And so Zip Sauce on your shelves was born.
Sure, that's a great thing. I use it.
Yeah.
One of the best things I've been able to create with steak and mushroom meals and stuff like that. One time I was out with Michael out of state. He ended up cooking us a whole meal based with this, just sitting in steak, and it was one of the most amazing. It was like butter.
Yeah.
I like it a lot, and I like that what he's done, and it's awesome that Chaldean owns this.
Yep.
The thing that people don't know in using this product that is helpful is the clarified butter.
Okay.
That you add to it.
What is clarified butter, if you can clarify?
Yeah, sure. I'll clarify so people know. So what it is like ghee and a few others that are made out there is removing the dairy out of. You're not completely removing dairy.
Mm-hmm.
You're removing parts of dairy from the actual butter itself. So when you take butter and you melt it, and you see that light film on top, it looks a little like milk will sometimes do in coffee. So if you sit there and you take that and you remove all that off from up top of the butter, you're doing the clarification process yourself.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, you're clarifying it by doing that. If you don't want to deal with all that and go through that extra step, you just buy clarified butter and it's taking the dairy out. It gives it more of that silky, smooth taste to it.
Interesting.
So that's a good tip that I learned a while ago with using this product.
I shot a couple of videos with Michael way back in the day when the cameras were like this big, and he did a salmon dish, he did a chicken dish, and he did a steak dish, and every single dish was phenomenal. You can use this on just about anything. It's basically a salt substitute, but more of a steak sauce and salt and everything. It's a great product.
If some people don't recognize or realize this bottle or the name, majority of restaurants that have served steak has had a side of Zip Sauce, no matter they named it or not as Zip Sauce.
Right.
Most likely there was a side of Zip next to it, and it looks very clear like butter with these seasonings all at the bottom almost, it seems like. But man, it's unbelievable. What I do like about Mike that he did explain to me about this is that people cannot use it you cannot put this on the menu in name-wise.
Right.
Unless you're buying the product and working with this company. You cannot promote and say that steak and then at the bottom add-ons and put the word Zip Sauce on there.
Well, Michael, he's trademarked the name Zip Sauce and the words Zip Sauce together. They're early on, he used to encourage restaurants and that to use the name just to gain some additional traction. But now that he's established, he's arrived, you're not just going to let anybody use it, and that's a good thing. So a lot of places that actually carry it, he's in stores across the U.S., not in every state. Michael believes in demoing the product in the state or in the stores or in the chain that carries it so that people know exactly what Zip Sauce is.
Sure.
Because in Michigan, everyone knows what Zip Sauce is.
Right.
Outside of Michigan, they really don't. You can actually go to, and a lot of people that are from Michigan that move out of state can order Zip Sauce right off the website, zipsauce.com.
Right.
There's you can order from 1 bottle to 1,000 bottles, and they'll ship them right out to you. I'm not sure. I think it's a little more online than it is in stores because of the competitive nature of Michael's. Again, his thinking is that he wants the stuff to move in stores.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Yep.
That's what he wants.
Papa Joe carries it. Kroger.
Yep, I've seen it Kroger. I've seen it at Heartland Market, which is Chaldean owned grocery store, and many others. He's also made me aware that he's done stuff with, I believe, some of the casinos in Las Vegas.
Oh wow!
Some of the restaurants that there are serving.
Maybe at the D in Las Vegas.
It's very possible because
Andiamo's in there.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that would definitely make sense. He travels a lot with it. I know that to keep his stuff promoted and make sure he keeps everything in the loop with this. But you're right. How long ago? Do you remember how long ago he started this? Because he's come a long way. So
it's been a good 15 years, at least 15 years.
I remember getting my first Zip Sauce shirt. I think it was you who gave it to me, actually. It was very cool. It was a black outline of the Zip Sauce and the red shirt.
Yeah.
And man, the traction of people. Where'd you get that shirt from?
Yeah.
Or what's Zip Sauce?
So that came from the CFL. They were actually our CFL jerseys.
Cool.
Michael was printing some shirts, and I said, "Hey, Michael, can we use Zip Sauce as the sponsor of the CFL?" And he delivered.
That's awesome.
You know, he might have printed them all for every team.
Okay.
For any team that wanted them
to have them,
different colors. Yeah.
So to get an understanding of what this is as a product itself is, it's almost like it's an au jus.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. So it's what comes from the flavors off of your beef and what have you. Taken from there, it's made into the sauce.
You either put it on the meal, cook it with the meal in the meal, or marinate it, or dip it.
Yep, side dip.
Yep.
Now, one thing I do forewarn is if you're a little bit on the salty, edgy side of this and you are a little bit wary of how much salt intake you can take, it is a little up there with salt, so you got to be careful how much you use, just so you know. But overall, you can control that, and the product is very, very well. It's phenomenal.
And one day, very soon, we're going to have Michael on the show, and he'll tell you all about Zip Sauce. We just kind of wanted to give him a little added exposure for all of the generosity he's shown and support he's shown the show.
Do we get to keep these?
I think so.
Oh.
Thanks, Michael.
Cheers.